Hi everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Cecilia, but I go by the name CeeChronicles on all my social media platforms. Now, if you're joining us here for the very first time, I post 4 to 5 times a week, guys, on this platform, fragrance-related content. And if that sounds like something that interests you guys, please do consider joining us here by subscribing. To those who are returning, thank you so much, guys, for the continued support. I appreciate you as always. Now, welcome to a video of pros and cons of the Lattafas that I've added to my collection. And just to make it clear, Lattafa also owns Ad Al Zafran as well as Maison Alhambra. So if you see me talking about a Maison Alhambra or an Ad Al Zafran, it's still, a subsidiary of Lattafa. So what I have decided to do, and if you check last month, I did the same thing, is the fragrances that I would have added to my collection, I will bring them here quickly, grouped in one video, and give you pros and cons, the good, the bad, the ugly, that sort of thing. So if you want to just have a one sit down video to make a decision, then this particular video is going to be one that you need. One of the fragrances I added this month was Lattafa Muna. I'm going to be spraying them, guys, in the air just so that I have like a recollection. Muna is your strawberry and rose combo. It does have the florals there that translate as light, like a delicate peony. The profile in itself is not groundbreaking, but it's not a very common kind of profile. It also doesn't have that Middle Eastern thing that some people don't like in Middle Eastern fragrances. The woods come across as very faint. If you're one of those people that just love to smell like this, you can wear it all year round. So it doesn't stereotype itself as anything. The disadvantages are starts off very strong, but quickly fizzles there to become an intimate scent. So it does have longevity issues, this one. So that is Lattafa Muna, and it's sitting on our number 1, guys. The second fragrance we added this month, guys, is Khaid Alpha Sun limited edition from Lattafa. Let's give it a quick spray into the air, but not that it needs that, because it's a fragrance that you can literally just sniff from the nozzle, if you know what I mean. It's that strong, and it also comes with that magnetic top, if that helps. So Khaid Alpha Sun, the limited edition, is your creamy, buttery, nutty, milky scent. It's very lactonic, and it does have a vanilla there. So this is going to be a fragrance that's going to be favored by anyone who likes very lactonic scents. It's got a coconut there. It feels as though the coconut is working with a white floral, which I'm gonna say is tuberose, although tuberose is not listed, guys, on the note pyramid for this fragrance. This is just basically a coconut lover's dream. The disadvantages for this fragrance are gonna be that if you don't like lactonic scents, this is not gonna do it for you. Probably even gonna nauseate you to a certain extent, because it's all buttery, all coconut, all milk shaky. So you've got to love the cream for you to appreciate this. A bit overbearing there if you don't like that. For some, it may also come across as screechy, and because it just stays creamy all through, some might say they get different pages, but I get a lot of creaminess here from start to finish. It can be a fragrance that can be bothersome. It doesn't project much, but the wearer is going to be bullied by this fragrance because it's non-relenting. You, the wearer, are going to smell yourself smelling like this, in as much as the fragrance itself does not project much. So sitting at our number 2, guys, pros and cons, is going to be Khaid Alpha Sun, the limited edition. The third fragrance, guys, on this list is going to be Modern Mass by Maison Alhambra. Yes, Maison Alhambra is a subsidiary of Lattafa. This is why I did say that in the opening. Gonna spray this one a little. Okay, so we did a full review of this one and the other one, so you can refer to the full reviews if for some reason I'm moving too fast. What I can say is this is a musky rose. Okay, very rosy there, almost as though you're smelling roses in a garden. Can come across as too floral. To an extent, it can be argued that, is this really a musk, or is just a floral rosy scent, which is what I get from here. Very much mature because you're going to get like a dated, almost a vintry rose with this fragrance. So unless you like florals, rose especially, then you can blind buy this. But if you're not sure, this might be a little bit too much for you there. The lasting power is decent. It doesn't perform as a musk, like I said, not too sweet as well. So don't let this candy looking, you know, purplish color, it is, you know, fool you. It's just a mature floral fragrance, and this is our number 3. The fourth one, guys, is a fragrance that if I could apologize to a fragrance, I would. Okay, this is from Art Al Zafran, and this one's called Cotton Candy Mask. I slagged this fragrance a lot when I came, you know, to review this fragrance. After sitting for 4 to 5 weeks, this fragrance is giving me cotton candy now, right? So yes, it has proved itself. It is a cotton candy scent. Why I'm not spraying it is it's a musk. It's just gonna, you know, remain powdery and that sort of thing, and I can as well just sniff it from the nozzle. What you're gonna get here, guys, is a great fragrance for layering. It doesn't come across as a fragrance that you can just get away with wearing it on its own, really, unless you just like powdery, soapy, almost nude masks, of course, with that candy accord. If you like that, then it's going to do it for me. It's great as a bedtime scent. It's great as an easy reach, a fragrance that I can just, you know, spritz on myself. Also works a lot better on the skin than it does on the clothes, this one, guys. Disadvantage is going to be the fact that it doesn't have that lasting power. Also going to be the fact that it's too baby powderish, you know, to some, and also, of course, has the longevity issues. So you may have to layer this one if you just bought it on its own and you're the sort that likes your fragrances to, you know, have like character to them. So yes, the cotton candy I do get from this fragrance. However, it still maintains its subtle powdery feel to it, and it's on number 4, guys. Art Al Zafran's Cotton Candy. Number 5 on the list, guys. This is a new addition to our collection. This one is just about a month old. Okay, Lattafa's Anti-Fakhat. Okay, this is going to be an absolute delight for those who love cardamom and nutmeg. And it's going to wow a lot of gents. This is your fresh, green, spicy, woodsy scent. It's enormous in everything. Okay, so if you're looking for a fragrance that's going to project beastly, room filling, that sort of thing, then I would definitely you know, recommend Anti-Fakhat. Not so much on the feminine side. So if you're a woman and you want to purchase this one, you may want to try it. It gives me masculine vibes. The con that I'm gonna have to just put out there is it may be a little bit too much on the patchouli side for some, and to some extent that spicy thing, you know, for some, or that woodsy thing may come across as a bit piney. So if it's something that bothers you, that is going to be a con. But if you like it all through, then this is absolutely amazing. So on our number 5, guys, is Lattafa's Anti-Fakhat. The 6th one, guys, is from Art Al Zafran. This one is called Waffa. Now, Waffa, I have a full review of as well. We are just doing a roundup. This is another one that is very long lasting. So for those who are constantly on the hunt for fragrances that are long lasting, this is going to give it to you. This gives you a lot of twists and turns. What you start off with is not what you're going to end with. It's got a lovely tea note there that opens up this fragrance, and then it shifts from the tea note to what feels like roasted cacao beans, giving this one like a creamy backdrop. The disadvantage with this fragrance is the fact that it starts a lot green. For some, that is going to come across as a bit harsh, and some may not have the patience to wait for it to open those pages where it unfolds itself. So that is one thing I can say is going to be off-putting with this fragrance. Gents will totally get it because it does, that greenness leans a little bit masculine there. You know, the unisex aspect of it comes through after an hour there, where it kind of softens and introduces somewhat of a chocolatey coffee kind of note there. So yes, guys, on our number 6 is Art Al Zafran's Waffa. The 7th fragrance is Ansam Gold. Now, Ansam Gold is, I would say, one of Lattafa's masterpieces. Okay, not in terms of creation, because this is a dupe, but in terms of how they were able to interpret what they were duping, guys. Lattafa Gold is an Oriana dupe, which also is a Love Don't Be Shy dupe. It has a gentle citrusy opening, and it has this creamy dry down, which is a cherry on top. It then, leaves those citruses, guys, to become a sugary, powdery, kind of marshmallowy, creamy scent. So this is going to be favored by a lot of ladies, guys. It just screams delicate. It just screams, I am feminine. I am in my femininity, that sort of thing. This is mature at the same time. So it is a masterpiece, guys, from Lattafa. And for what it's duping, if you cannot afford that, you may as well just get some gold, because it won't let you down. What I feel are the cons for this fragrance is some people turn a nose make to this kind of scent profile because it's delicate, it's gentle. If you have a toughened nose, you may spray it and smell it initially, and then after that it's gone. And I've heard a couple of people on my channel saying this one turns a little bit too soapy for their liking, but to me, I think this is a masterpiece, guys, from Lattafa. So this is Lattafa Gold. Number 8, guys, is gonna be Tawil. Okay, so we featured this one I think a month or 2 months ago. The Lattafa Tawil, guys, is inspired by Ganymede. Now, this is a fragrance that gets better with time. The first time I received this fragrance, I sprayed the heck out of it. Now, if I were to do that now, this would choke me out. It has mineral notes and it's quite aquatic, ozonic, that sort of thing. To some extent, also feels metallic. It takes your brain to frozen water, if that is, is something that you can smell. It's innovative as well in terms of perfumery. It just doesn't smell like every other fragrance out there. The only cons with this fragrance, guys, is it's outright weird. Some people are just not gonna get it, but I thought, to just cap it at that. Lattafa Tawil, a great fragrance. If you get this one, give it a little time, it will surprise you. It's sitting on our number 8. Number 9 on the list, guys, is going to be Anna Abid Leather. Okay, I sprayed it while I was reviewing it in my closet, and this fragrance was able to hold on till, I don't know, 2-3 days later. So this, guys, is a great effervescent scent. It's got juniper berries there, very prominent juniper berries. This one has leather. It has woods. Okay, advantage with this fragrance is the juniper berry will hold on. The woods are able to give this fragrance a longevity. The leather here is very wearable. I mean, it's a leather that even women can wear. Lasts till the next wash. If you overdo this one, you will choke people out. Very unisex, very bold. I cannot fault this one, guys. So as for the cons, I'm just gonna say, if you don't like juniper berries, then don't try this one, because it does have that effervescent feel of a juniper berry mixing with a ginger. So sitting on number 9, guys, is Anna Abid Leather. On our number 10, guys, is going to be Nasheed. This is a fragrance that is now slowly disappearing off the counters. Why? Because people have gotten out to the fact that this is a Nishani Ani too. This fragrance, guys, is warm, it's spicy, it's woodsy, and it's aromatic. The pluses obviously are going to be the fact that it is a Nishani Ani dupe. This is going to be favored by a lot of people who like a perfect blend of vanilla and spices. The DNA, guys, in itself is enveloped in like a creamy kind of feel. Okay, so it does have like a creamy backdrop. It's got that greenness there, but it doesn't stereotype itself as a green scent, if you will. The cons for this fragrance, guys, is it may be just too spicy for some people. There is also a little bit of a cough syrupy undertone there, which I get. The other problem with this one is longevity issues. I have had mine sit for a little while here. I think it's now 2 months or so, but it's still performing more or less the same. So this is not going to be the fragrance that's going to last you the whole day. I'm going to cap it at about 6 hours thereabout, depending on the sprays, guys. So number 10 is Lattafa's Nasheed. The 11th fragrance on the lineup, guys, is going to be Mocha Silky Rose. This one's going to give you violet, iris, and mimosa. Okay, and because it's got the violet and the iris, expected to be powdery. It's a very polite candy like fragrance, reminiscent of marshmallows, as if you open, if you open a packet of marshmallow and just put your nose there, that's what you get. So it's not going to be sticky sweet, but it's going to be like powdery, marshmallowy sweet, inoffensive, gentle, and feminine, at least to my nose, guys. The only con I can put for this fragrance is maybe the powderiness is going to be too much for some, and maybe it's going to be a fragrance that some will say, oh, it lacks character because it doesn't change much. What you get in the opening, you're going to carry all through. On our number 11 is Lattafa Mocha Silky Rose. Number 12 is going to be Lattafa's Sublime. Beautiful red gigantic bottle there, very heavy. Gonna spray it there. Okay, so Sublime is going to be just a fruit juice in a bottle, very berry forward kind of fruity scent with a faint rose. I personally wouldn't say go and buy this one for the rose, but I'm gonna say go and buy this one for the berries. If you like your fruit juice berry forward, this one's gonna do it for you. It's got a tropical lychee there that comes in the mix as well, you know, to give it like a tropical touch there. So it's gonna be great for summer and for those who like sweet scents. So it's young at heart as well, guys. The cons to this fragrance are going to be the fact that it might not be the quintessential masculine scent, if you will, like what men were expecting. So that is what I can say, guys, about Lattafa's Sublime. The 13th fragrance on our list, guys, is Rode Our Musk, a sweet, fruity, musky scent. It does have the combo of the fruit and the florals there. What you're going to get the most, guys, is a pineapple, peachy kind of feel there. Maybe watermelon for some, grape, and, you know, other fruits. The same fruits work with a jasmine. So I'm going to have to say, guys, this is a beautiful musk. It also has orange blossom. So it's going to be very active there. It's not going to come across as a nude musk. It's going to come across as a musk with character. But as for the cons, guys, for this fragrance, what I can say is you may need to overspray this fragrance because in as much as it has the, you know, that jasmine and you'd expect a little bit of a longevity there, it is active for about an hour and a half and then it starts to die down into the 4-hour mark. I cannot smell this fragrance, so it is definitely a must that you need to overspray. It may to some people come across as not an outright musk, but let me say it does have a bit of a powderiness there, so do give it its flowers. It is musky in a way. So yes, guys, on number 13 is going to be Rode Our Musk. On number 14, guys, is a nay from me, and this is Yara Moi. I'm not going to spray this one just because maybe mine just came off a bad batch, because some people genuinely like this fragrance. So if I slag this fragrance, guys, it's just because of what I'm smelling from mine. No pun intended. It just probably could be inconsistencies from Lattafa. This just does not do it for me. It's got a peach here, but the peach in my particular bottle comes off as off, so I don't have much to say. It's all no's for me when it comes to Yara Moi. But if you like it, guys, yes, we did feature it. If you want to see an extensive review of this one, my thoughts, I'm gonna link it in the description box for, you know, ease of reference. So yes, on our number 14 is Yara Moi. Number 15, guys, is Oud Mood Musk. Now this one is your inoffensive nude musk. This I think Lattafa created for anyone who'd like to layer, especially their Oud Mood range. They have Oud Mood Reminiscent, they have Oud Mood on its own, and then they have Oud Mood Elixir. If those are a bit heavy for you, you may want to layer them with this musk. It just comes across, guys, as a baby powder, a very clean, very soapy kind of musk there, like an unscented lotion. The con with this fragrance, guys, is it just feels like they repackaged Kali's Pure Musk in this bottle. So if you own Kali's Pure Musk, you don't need to have both because it feels as though it's the same juice but in a different bottle. So that was Oud Mood Musk, guys, on number 15. Number 16, guys, is going to be Rode Our Oud. This looks similar to the musk, but the differences, guys, are going to be on the cap. Okay, the musk has got a silver cap and this one has got a gold cap. So this is Rode Our Oud. It is a fragrance I would cap as a best stepping stone into Middle Eastern fragrances. So if you were wondering which one to purchase and you haven't had your nose on Middle Eastern fragrances, this one's going to give you a hang of it without pushing anything too much. The juice itself is not intimidating, guys, because of that raspberry there softening things up, that rose there giving it a character that you may be familiar with, and of course a little bit of a oudiness there and a leather, you know, feel to it there. It is also out outright unisex, this one, but maybe leaning more towards the masculine side. It's a fragrance that if you don't like initially, you're probably going to find somebody that you're going to gift that is going to absolutely adore this fragrance. The con for it is going to be the bottle design, right? Now, because I said this is masculine to an extent, I'm not sure how men are going to feel about that little pendant thing going on there, like a necklacey kind of thing. If that doesn't bother you, then it's going to be fine, but I had to put it here. The other disadvantage is going to be maybe the sweetness there. For the men, it might come across as a bit too sweet right there. This is Reward Al Oud. On our number 17, guys, it's just Zab Gold, and this is from Ad Zafaran. Right now, this is your sweet, fruity fragrance. It's very effervescent there. If you like, again, those raspberry forward fragrances, pink pepper, this is gonna do it for you. It's got rose, of course, and other florals, but you're gonna smell mostly that, you know, the fruity raspberry there and a rose. This I cannot fault, guys. So I cannot talk of corns for this one. I feel it is inspired by the Kerzi version of Le Nuit Trésor, which is a balance between the original and Le Fouille, if I'm not mistaken. So this is kind of like the more wearable one, but of course it does have just a little bit of a thickness to it there, just to give it a lasting power. So yes, guys, if that's up your alley, you can try this one. It's Zab Gold by Ad Zafaran. The 18th fragrance is going to be Musk Sultani, okay? And if you stuck around till the end of this video, please give it a thumbs up, guys, remember, and also give it like a heart just to show me that you stuck up till the end. I do these particular videos to help you, you know, in case you missed some of our videos there of the latest editions of what we featured during the month. This is going to be your semi-sweet candy like musk. It comes across as, you know, those jelly babies that are not so sweet, you know, the ones that you would like as an adult because they're not sticky sweet. I get that candy fluffy feel here. To some, it's gonna come across as cotton candy-ish, but I get hints of honey as well. It also has something in here that feels a little bit waxy. It's a great comforting musk, guys. It can hold its own. However, you can layer this one with other fragrances if you want to. I find that it just wraps me around in this nice scent bubble. The cons for Musk Sultani are that maybe it can be too girly. You know, for some men out there, it might come across because of that cotton candy appeal or that sweet sugary appeal, come across as maybe a little feminine, a little girly, that sort of thing. Otherwise, there isn't much to fault with Musk Sultani, guys, and it's sitting on our number 18. Now, the last one on the list, guys, is going to be Anna Abier de Poudre. I had been seeing this fragrance around, but I wasn't giving it too much thought until you guys wanted it. You know, you came and you said you want it, and I thought, okay, let us add Poudre to the collection. Now, when you hear Poudre, it automatically gives you this mental shortcut that this is going to be a soft, powdery fragrance. This is not soft by any means, shape, or form. This is a sweet, rosy, powdery, musky almost scent, but it's mostly florals and woods. And the florals in this fragrance, together with those woods, tie the juice to give it a longevity. I get, you know, a fragrance that is rich, that is velvety. It has a persistent jasmine in there, but not a jasmine enough to put you off. It's also a little bit rosy there. That jasmine and the rose combo, because of how much it you know, punches this fragrance up, can come across a little bit heady for some, which is what I may say maybe a disadvantage. But for those who like beastly fragrances, don't let the Poudre, guys, put you off. This is a long-lasting fragrance that I would recommend with my eyes closed, and it's sitting on our number 19. It's Anna Abier de Poudre. So that's a wrap, guys. These are 19 fragrances from Lattafa that we added to our collection this month, and we ran through them through singular reviews, and I grouped them here just to make it easier for you to sit through maybe just one video in case you missed, you know, some of the videos there. CeeChronicles is my name. Thank you so much, guys, for joining me today. Let's meet in the comment section where we obviously discuss more about fragrances. Which ones from these ones would you consider purchasing, or you purchased? I would love to know. Which ones are you enjoying, guys? Turn on post notifications as well. That way you get to be notified anytime I upload a video. And most importantly, guys, have you subscribed? If not, then please, guys, do consider joining us here by subscribing. Like and share this video, and remember that smelling good is a form of good manners. Cheers.